Hey there everyone, this is Mark from Harley Racing, Riding and Repair, and today I'm starting on a video on how to mount Harley Davidson hard saddlebags on a 2007 Sportster Road Glide. So this would be how to mount them on a 2004 and up rubber mounted Sportster. I don't know how far it would go, maybe in 15 or so, 2014. But anyways, this bike came with a set of Harley saddlebags that I have here that were leather, semi-hard, that had cutouts for the blinkers that just were kind of old and funky looking, so I took them off and I found a set of used newer style hard bags that needed a little work, but they retail for about $800. I picked them up for a couple $100 or so, and they needed some cleaning up, and I'm going to try to mount them on this 2007 Sportster R 1200R Roadster. Of course, it's going to take some work. One of the main things I have to do is I have to relocate the blinkers, because these bags mount on this rear screw here and this middle screw. So came with some mounting hardware. I don't think I have it all. I'll show you what I got there. 3 bolts. I'm certainly going to have to get another bolt, maybe some spacers, and figure it out. Got to take this blinker off too. I ordered a blinker relocation kit, and the kit that I ordered comes off from the license plate bracket, so I'll have to see what happens with that. I don't think I'm going to be able to use these blinkers though, but I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think I might have to get some blinkers like are on the front. I'll show them to you here, that have screw holes in them to mount them. So I'm going to be looking for a set of blinkers like are on the front to try to put them on the back here after I get the relocation kit. But I'll finish up this video with that kit when I get it. So this is going to be a time-lapse kind of video. So anyways, when I got these bags that I'm going to mount, one of the benzels on the top on the button was broke or cracked, and it's common for these bags for it to be like that. So I removed the benzel in the lock. Show you here. And the other one had some cracks in it too. And I may try to find a new benzel there. I'm not sure if they're easy to find or not. This one has some cracks in it too around the key lock. But this one is worse, so I had some fiberglass or plastic repair that I put on there. You can see it, it's around the top. I also did it on the bottom. And I'm going to see how that works, just to make it work for a while. I also had to do some work on the latch on this. As you see, one of the holders for the little bolt that fit in there came loose, so I had to go inside and do some work on the latch, re-glue it and re-screw it, and buy some new screws, number 6 screws, 632s. I'll show you how they latch on here. Let's see, there it is. I had to replace those 4 screws and re-glue that piece on, because these bags are a little weird. They don't open real good, top latch. But there's the rear mounting situation that they just mount up to the fender strut. So I'll as I go along with this project, I'm going to make another video as I take the blinkers off and relocate them and mount the saddlebags. So stay with me, and be back in a minute with the connecting videos to this job. It's a time-lapse type deal. So okay, thanks. Hello everybody, back again for this mounting of the Harley Davidson saddlebags on this 1200 Sportster R. I took the back wheel off the bike, I jacked her up, and in order to put the saddlebags on, one of the main things is she has to relocate the blinkers. So in order to get them off, there was a nut behind the blinkers on the back side of the fender, and these two bolts that hold the strut cover on. I already loosened them up. I take them out, and then I had to lift the cover off, and I clipped the wire right here for the blinker. It's not really a good place to clip it, but I left a little in case I want to use them again. And this this blinker is anchored to this fender strut cover. So now the wires, the blinker wires, I'm gonna, if I can't, some way or another, I have to extend them, and I'm gonna bring them up through. There's a hole that you can't see that I'm going to have to drill into the license plate bracket for the wire to come up through, because now they're going to come up through there, and I ordered a license plate bracket. Might have the hole in it. Or no, I didn't order the bracket, I just ordered the connecting rod, so I'll have to drill a hole in that bracket to let the wire up through there, and I'll show you when I get it and do it. So that's where I'm at for now. I'm going to, next thing I'm going to do is take that bracket off, the license plate bracket. I'll drill the hole and run the wires up through there, get ready to relocate the blinkers. Okay, everybody. Hey everyone, back to mounting the saddlebags on the 2007 Sportster. I took the license plate bracket off from the fender, and the fender already had an extra hole in it that was underneath the license plate bracket, and I ran the wires up through there. But before I did that, in the bracket itself, there wasn't a hole, so I went underneath and scribed where the hole should be in the bracket, and I drilled a hole in the bracket so I can run the wires through that bracket, and then I'll connect them later to the turn signals. As for the saddlebags, I've just got them loosely mounted on the bike right now. I'll show you. I put the bolts in the through the fender struts, and here's one of the bolts. Just on the back side of the fender strut. And I just loosely mounted through the holes. the bags for now. So that's where I'm at for now. I'm going to have to space these bags out. Make sure all the spacing's right. And I'm going to put the license plate bracket back on and the turn signals relocators back on here, but for now, that's where I'm at. All right. Okay, everybody, back to the Sportster saddlebag mounting project here. I got the saddlebags mounted. I put the chrome covers back on and the spacers in there. Those are the Harley spacers, so if you don't have those spacers, I imagine you could make something up. But then I bolted them through, rigid mounted both bags. Came out very nice, solid, feel good. But the turn signal issue, I ordered this kit off from eBay, and it has the rod that fits into the license plate bracket holes. Yeah, but the rod comes with fine, I think it's 5/16 fine thread on the end. So the original blinkers off from the rear of this bike would not work because they're a coarse thread, and they would be a little funny too because they have an indent where this fits. The extender fits. See if I can take it off there and show it to you. So it would look a little funny on there. So what I did was I got some front blinkers, on a set of front blinkers that have the little extension on there, and they're a fine thread that thread right into this relocator rod that I have here. So I'm going to use that to solve the issue. As I read on the internet, I see people have that issue when they go to this relocating of the blinkers, of the threads in the blinkers are a coarse thread when you need a fine thread with some of the relocator kits. I think you can get different types of kits, so it all depends on which one you get. I saw different ones out there that come off from the license plate bracket differently, that you might be able to use the stock ones, but so I did this other route, and I'll show you how it comes out in the end. Anyways, I got the bags mounted. They look good. I'm happy with them. They feel solid. So I'll continue on with the relocation of this blinkers and wire them up and finish up the video. All right. Hey everyone, back again for the final cut of putting these bags, these Harley OEM bags, on this 2007 Sportster 1200R. One of the hardest parts of doing this job was relocating the blinkers, and I got the blinkers on now. I bought a kit, but basically I just used the rod from the kit. It's there that hooks onto the blinkers. I had to find two, I don't know if it's 1/4 or 5/16 inch nuts, fine thread, and put them on the posts, on the studs, in order to have these front blinkers that I found. Then I can stop them in the right spot and tighten down the nut in order to manage them in the right spot. I rerouted the wires and I soldered the wires together, and I left them a little long. I probably should not have. I have one issue though. These front blinkers had 3 wires going to them, as opposed to the old ones only had 2. So, and one of the blinkers on the right side, I'll show you, is blinking faster than the other. I'm not sure what's causing that, if you notice. And the one on the left side is blinking like it should. So it might be that I used there's 3 wires and I used 2 of them. I might have to take that apart and re-look at it, but it's working for now, and the job is completed. It took a fair amount of mechanical abilities in order to relocate the blinkers, the soldering of the wires, and I used shrink tube on them and rerouting them and finding the blinkers, the front blinkers, getting the post. So that's the hard part of if you want to put a set of these bags on your Sportster. I bought them used off from eBay, but came out good now. So okay, everybody, thanks a lot for watching me do this how to mount these Sportster bags to a rubber mounted Sportster, and thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate if you'd subscribe to my channel. All right, bye now.